We're here at 2K23 House of Greatness at Summer League, where NBA players and some of the 2K community are checking out 2K23 for the very first time.
"2K Sports" welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A tremendous night here in downtown San Antonio, Texas. Not too far from our location tonight. TGIF. Allie, take it away.
Brian, the Spurs, they are always competitive. Coach Pop said, quote,
"Dry as ever, Allie." Thank you. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaking out. Taking a look at the Celtics, they love where they stand right now. First place.
Well, for the Celtics, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
Looking at the starting five for the Boston Celtics. And for the Spurs. Here's James. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. New season means new opportunity for young players. Grant a chance for them to establish themselves in a pecking order.
You know, B.A., teams always hope that a young player steps into a bigger role. This part of the year is rife with playing time to be claimed.
This is a big guy, a mountain of a man. I mean, Jokic is a sturdy, thick 284. It's going to take a bigger bump to disrupt his shot than that one.
Here's James. Jokic grabs the board. Now the Celtics on the move. For three, Allen. Offensive rebound. Garnett, that's good.
Kevin Garnett doing a nice job using those long arms of his to snag missed shots.
Pass to Jordan. James, outside. Now here's Jordan. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
And Jordan is simply amazing at finishing through contact. Doesn't matter what you throw at him or who, he finds a way to score.
For three, Allen drills it from deep.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Jordan. From 11 feet away, the putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Allen with it. Takes the three. Chamberlain pulls it in. Here's Robertson. There's the drive. Doesn't go. And he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Pass to Nash. And here's Allen. Takes a three. And it's Allen again missing.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Shot clock at 6. Back to James. Shoots over Allen. No good off the back of the rim.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Another shot. Here's Garnett. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Back to Jordan. This one for three. The rebound, Celtics. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Brooklyn.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
A line change here for San Antonio. San Antonio calls timeout. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Atlanta.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You got to trust in the system.
Now it's time to look at the teams that have really impressed shooting from the field during the last 10 games. The Spurs, number 1. The Celtics in 2nd.
Both teams shooting with great confidence as of late. These guys don't waste opportunities.
The Spurs have gone 3 of 9, struggling so far. Oh, stolen by Embiid. Outside Irving. Shot from 12. That one a little long. San Antonio trailing here. Durant, pass to Paul. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
And here's the fast break. And there's Bryant. That's good. On the assist by Paul.
Well, you got to respect the speed of Bryant. He is so fast when he's got room to run.
Pass to Doncic. Blocked. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. And Paul gets it to go.
Always nice to see Bryant find the open man. He gets so much attention on himself. That helps create opportunities for other guys.
Knocked away. Jacks up a 3. Doncic pulls down the board.
He's got a nice feel for that crossover, but you still have to finish.
Pass to Embiid. Here's Garnett, covered by Bryant. They double him with Bryant. Here's Garnett. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Garnett very comfortable close to the basket now. He's efficient as a low block scorer.
Bryant with it, guarded by Doncic. Bryant against Doncic. Ooh, rejected by Doncic. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. Giannis Antetokounmpo checked in for Boston.
Checking in for the Celtics, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Outside Irving. Pass to Doncic. Russell against Embiid. Up and over Russell. There's the block.
Great timing there. Outstanding instincts by Bill Russell. Then the long, long reach. It's a wrap.
And Doncic puts up a deep 3. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Celtics up by 3. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And for the Celtics here, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
The Celtics with the lead. Chris Paul out there with Kobe Bryant. Then there's Kevin Durant, and it's Russell in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Doncic against Bryant. Here's an 8-footer, and Doncic finishes inside.
Well, I think this is exactly what the coaching staff wants from Doncic, guys. I mean, being aggressive and committed to scoring the ball, looking for his shot.
Here's Bryant. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Pass to Pierce. 5 on the clock. Banked it in off the glass.
And they look more confident now, putting that rough first quarter behind them.
Well, the Spurs shooting just 33% so far in this game. Durant with it, guarded by Antetokounmpo. Goes up on the wing. Durant's shot is off. Boston shooting 37% from the floor at this point.
You know, for all his skill, and he's got plenty of it, one thing that people don't realize about Doncic is just how strong he is. and he's still uber young. With time, his frame will only get more imposing, and that's bad news for the rest of the league.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shot.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Hey, and at 6'7", 230 pounds, Luka Doncic has the physical tools to attack the paint.
And because he's got that body and those skills, he doesn't shy away from contact, B.A. If anything, he knows exactly how to use that size and strength to his advantage.
So Boston ends up going with a new group.
Second in scoring, second in rebounding, and they're second in the league for team three-point percentage. When these guys get hot, there's almost no stopping them from long range.
And their scoring average is the big one, if you ask me. It hasn't mattered what defense they're facing on any given night. They can fill it up against everybody. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul of the game. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile one block?
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
To the middle. Here's Garnett. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. 10 points for him.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Jordan against Jokic. And he's going for the lob. Hammers the lob through.
Boy, I tell you, for such a big guy, what a remarkably fluid athlete. You can see why he competed and excelled in the high jump in college.
Anthony right side. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. To the inside. Chamberlain. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. It's on Nikola Jokic. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in this first half.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
James outside. As a Rookie of the Year award winner yourself, Grant, what do you see as the biggest challenge facing today's rookie?
I honestly think with all the information and expectations, the hardest thing for young players today is meeting those expectations. Because of all the great rookies who've come before and gone on and had success right away, that pressure a lot of times can be a lot for a young player entering the league.
Boston with a rebound. And going against San Antonio, their first meeting of the year.
Last year, they battled to a stalemate, winning 1 game apiece.
And, you know, when you only see a team twice a year, it's hard to really get a good understanding of who they are or a good feel for them. And oftentimes, that can lead to a series split.
And here's Curry for 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Anytime Curry gets a look from deep, he's letting it fly. And he's probably knocking it down, too.
Pass to Allen. Fires the 3. That shot missing. San Antonio goes the other way with it.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
Here's Chamberlain. James outside. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Anthony.
Hey, there are guys who have played as long as LeBron, okay? But how many have maintained their physical abilities the way he has so late in his career? I think that's a short list.
Gordon, he's checked in for Boston. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Anthony. It's stolen away. Here's Robertson. Chamberlain gets the bucket. Give him 8 points now. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Spurs.
Their frenetic defense has been impressive, putting ball handlers on the defensive and turning them over as well.
You know, adding on to that, they've done a great job of challenging and changing shots in this first half, and they've gotten some... Oh, man, what a punch that was.
Bad intentions.
Well, you know, if you're playing Robertson to score, not a bad idea, but that means you're going to leave other guys open, and he'll find them.
And we've got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
And Boston calls time here.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Both teams deciding to change it up. We've got 1:08 left in the second quarter. Irving finds Doncic. Shoots over Paul. Doncic with the bucket. Doncic has gotten 4 this quarter.
He's starting to find himself out there now. You know, he's taking much better shots here in the second quarter.
Here's Robertson. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
One of the all-time greats and most versatile scorers ever, Oscar Robertson, showing you how easy it is for him to get to the line.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Here's Leonard. The rebound by Baylor. And it's San Antonio's ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Hey, when Giannis is lurking nearby, you got to be careful because his wingspan can erase a lot of shots.
Bryant, he's checked in for San Antonio. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from three-point land here in the second quarter. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pierce gets some space and buries the jumper. San Antonio leading. Here's Bryant inside, guarded by Doncic. Pass to Baylor, over to the left wing. And here's Paul, over Embiid. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, they had us. And that's going to do it for us here.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Boston's shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be.
And he says he needs to improve his game in a lot of areas. But you ask me, Luka Doncic is one of the most complete players you'll find.
Kicking off the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5.
And the quickness of the release, very impressive from Nash, especially when he gets inside.
Pass to Jordan. The shot's good on the assist by James. Jordan. James has got his 4th assist with that last one. And you talk about the overall game of Doncic. He's a tremendous passer, a tremendous rebounder, and we know he can score.
And that's what defines the great players. Even if his shot's off on a given night, he has other ways to impact the game.
And slam dunk by James.
Hard to play better defense than that, guys. I mean, but right there, James simply overpowered it.
For 3, Allen. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. They get it again. Drops in the layup for 2. And now it's a 6-point Spurs lead.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Jokic passes to Allen. He drops it from range.
Ray Allen.
Allen's got 9.
Allen is lights out as a 3-point shooter. Love how fast his release is. Staple gun quick.
Here's James. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic.
Great contest of the shot. Kind of forced him to fade back more than he'd like.
3-pointer Anthony. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Pass to Robertson. 4-3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Jordan getting quickly into the shot. No hesitation. Supreme confidence shooting off the pass.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Here's Garnett. He's got 10. 4 on the clock. 3-pointer. He got a piece of it.
Man, what a well-coordinated athlete at his size. To add that superior timing, hard to get shots over Wilt Chamberlain.
A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great sendback.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Here's James. And it's James with the jam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised you didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with 1 hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Anthony. To the left wing. Clock at 6. Here's Nash. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Stephen Curry.
And, you know, one of the things you have to love and respect about Nash is his leadership. He's an elite talent, a self-made player who I think makes all of his teammates look better.
And the Spurs making a change here. Russell is checked in. Curry, no good. Boston's gotten only 1 3-pointer to fall here in the third. 5 attempts. Jokic, no good.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Here's James. Count it. James has got 10 points in the game.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Allen on the wing. There's the triple. Counted from distance.
And that bucket from beyond the arc puts them within reach. He's really been putting that shot to work.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
A shot from the mid-range. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Spurs lead by 7.
Really crashing that offensive glass. The instincts, the long arms, the quickness of jump. Russell kills you with second chance points.
Anthony against Curry. Anthony misses.
This is definitely a day he'd like to forget. He just hasn't had the energy or the intensity to get it done out there. He's still scoreless.
That's tipped and stolen by Jokic. A minute 4 left in the third quarter. Allen can't get it to go. For San Antonio, they've gotten 7 of their first 11 attempts to go in this half. Down low. Here's James. And he converts the layup. James has got 8 points in the quarter.
Hey, whatever coach told him during the break is beginning to pay off.
41 seconds left in the third. Here's Jokic. Off the left rim and out. The Spurs have gone 8 of 12 from the floor in the third quarter. And he lobs it up top. And Irving powers it home.
You love the vertical, the bounce, the ability to go up. And then the power combined with that on the flush. Man, Irving making it look easier than it is.
Here's Anthony. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Here's James. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
That's his first.
When LeBron has it inside like that, I mean, it's almost impossible to stop him. Worst case scenario, he's going to get himself to the foul line.
At the line for your Spurs.
First one falls for him.
At the line for two.
Both free throws good from James. Now here's Doncic. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Doncic has got 6 points.
Boy, what balance from Doncic. I mean, he never seems to get rattled, even when he attracts contact on the way to score. Maintains his poise in those situations extremely well for a young player.
And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Pass to Baylor. Rebound Boston. Doncic has got his 5th rebound in this one. And for Boston, they've got Joel Embiid. Kawhi Leonard out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then it's Luka Doncic, and it's Irving in at the 1. San Antonio leading. Bryant outside. He takes it in, and then Bryant with the dunk.
Boy, what a great athlete Kobe Bryant is. Man, watching him take flight and jam it down doesn't get much better than that.
And Boston calls time here.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the head coach for Boston had some instruction for his guys during the break. It wasn't feel-good pep talk. He wants them to show some fight in the closing moments. He told them, if you guys want to salvage any respect from this game, now's the time to do it. Show them we are better than this. Guys, take it away.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
Paul really makes the most of the mid-range area. He's very comfortable shooting in there.
Pass to Nash. Now Anthony. Now Doncic. Tipped away. Now here's Bryant. Here's Chamberlain. And too long on the shot. Well, the Celtics shooting just around 36%. Not the best execution. And he lobs it up to the rim. 3 on 3. Here's Baylor. Chamberlain. Great positioning on the putback. And the Spurs lead by 15. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Spurs.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
You also can't overlook how well they've defended the rim as they've challenged every shot and blocked quite a few tonight.
Unloads. And Joel Embiid pulls it down.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him, trying to shut the door on this one.
Out to the right wing. Here's Nash. Inside. Antetokounmpo. He gets it in there.
The decision-making of Antetokounmpo is really brilliant, in a word. He knows when to spot up. He knows when to roll to the bucket off screens. And he knows when to give it up.
And there's the lob. Rebounded by the Celtics.
looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Anthony. No good on the shot. The Spurs have gone 4 for 10 in the fourth. Bryant outside. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Antetokounmpo covering. Rejected by Antetokounmpo. Chamberlain gets the bucket.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Former MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo. Clark, you figure he'll be in that conversation for a while.
Yeah, staggering numbers from him. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see him win a few more MVPs, quite honestly, B.A. All-world talent that you just can't ignore. It's hard to take your eyes off of him when he's on the court.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
Hey, these fans love him so much, and when he gets it going, they respond. The crowd's energy fueled his performance. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And San Antonio has possession. Just 5 on the clock.
2 minutes.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Hook loose. For Boston, they've gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. Offensive board. Garnett. Deflected.
And the massive wingspan of Abdul-Jabbar, impressive. Kareem easily swatting away shots.
Jokic. Here's Robertson. A minute 29 left in the fourth. And the layup is good off the glass.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Spurs.
When you look at the stat sheet, it's impressive this wasn't a total blowout. Their offense was in top gear all night long, Grant.
I thought the same thing, B.A. I mean, the difference in field goal percentages is pretty shocking.
And a good performance to bring them their 18th win of the year.
And when you only face a team twice on the season, you love to win that first one. Now they'll have the mental edge in the next meeting against the Celtics.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his
The first one falls.
First team foul. At the line for San Antonio.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Nash. To the paint. Here's Garnett. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
You know, Nash is an excellent distributor, a phenomenal floor general, great at recognizing when his guys are open.
Outside Durant. Pass to Robertson. Jokic against Durant. Here's the teardrop. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Here's Nash. Tipped. They get it back. Out to Anthony. Here's Garnett. Here's Nash. Second shot opportunity. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go.
Boston ball. Coming onto the floor for your Spurs.
Here's Nash. Misses there.
So versatile defensively is Bill Russell. Excellent defending the post as well as guarding on
Cade, what do you think about NBA 2K23 so far?
I like it. I like the animation.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Downtown Senate, and with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Good evening.
Yeah, it always has. You and I know that personally. Thank you very much. And as we're reaching the end of the calendar year, here's a great chance to delve into the updated power rankings. You look at the Spurs. They're still dominant, sitting at number 1 once again.
And you know, for the Heat, they're putting to rest any big concerns people may have had with this team, proving they are truly an upper echelon club.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, Duncan out there with Havlicek. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Then there's Chauncey Billups. And it's Olajuwon in at the center. And for San Antonio, Michael Jordan is out there with Robertson. Then it's LeBron James. Then it's Kareem. And it's Chamberlain in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Shot clock at 6. Miami needs to get a shot off. The shot by Wade, no good. Jordan with it. Billups picks him up defensively. It's stolen by Duncan. Billups against Jordan. Billups passes to Wade. He kicks it to Havlicek. And Greg, when it comes to load management, why do we see more of it now than when you play?
Well, for me, the science of sport has evolved, and it's not just the athlete. It's the technology and the science that goes into making a better athlete. That's why you're seeing load management far more acceptable to the masses now, understanding that this is about the long game.
Wade against Jordan. Here's Olajuwon. Plays it up and banks it in.
And that's just too deep. Olajuwon with way too many moves in there, almost automatic.
Robertson passes to Jordan. James outside. The pass to Jordan. Over Wade. No good from Jordan.
Yeah, a little bit surprising he hasn't connected on at least one of his 3 shots yet, but he's going to keep shooting.
Billups from outside. And James pulls it down. For San Antonio, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Pass to Chamberlain. Duncan with the block.
That's an awesome defensive display by Duncan there, coming up with the block and aggressively sending that one back.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And it's just never easy to get stops in this league, but they had a smart game plan defensively, and I felt like that was the difference.
Well, good defensive game plan and then carrying it out for 48 minutes. That really helped them out in that last game.
Pass to Chamberlain. Back to LeBron. 6 on the shot clock. The turnaround Jay, and it's Miami with the rebound. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
You want to talk about a fantastic finish. That game had a little bit of everything and then a little bit of extra in overtime. So it was a great, great win for him.
Robertson passes to Abdul-Jabbar.
And not much you can do defensively once Kareem gets the ball in that close. Too much height, too much talent.
Popped up there for Wade, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. The shot comes out. Some solid defensive work there from Havlicek. Jordan against Wade. Pass to Havlicek. Feeds to Billups. Havlicek dishes to Billups. Heat moving the ball around. Three-pointer. Wilt Chamberlain with the rebound. And so James will bring it up for the Spurs. Jordan the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Chamberlain against Olajuwon. Shot by Chamberlain, no good.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room, well, that makes sense.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Billups against Robertson. Kicks it to Abdul-Jabbar. The pass to LeBron. Chamberlain trying to get open.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter.
Here's Jordan. Chamberlain trying to get open. The shot by Jordan, no good. The Heat leading by 5. Wade outside. And stolen by Jordan. And they're running. Now the feed to Chamberlain. He kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. The Heat also changing it up. Rice is checked in. And Tracy McGrady subbed in for Dwayne Wade. Duncan the pass to Maravich. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist.
Oh, great ball movement there.
3.
Spurs trail by 8. Pass to Durant. The 3 from Bryant, and he's good on the 3-ball.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And McGrady has an impressive vertical there, showing once again with how well he dunks the basketball.
Durant against Duncan. There's 14 seconds left here in the first quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Durant way outside. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Well, Durant's skill, he's got so many scoring options. Left, right, and of course over the top.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Heat lead by 4. And the second quarter will be on the way when... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
So with Jordan on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Russell is out there with Durant. Then it's Chris Paul. Then it's Bailey. And it's Kobe in at the 2-guard position. Good work defensively by Kobe.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Takes it inside, and Kobe throws it down hard.
And Bryant, just a superb athlete, terrific at just imposing his will on the defense on that drive.
Maravich against Paul. A baseline J, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Kevin Durant.
It's on Kevin Durant. And Greg, you made your money on the defensive end. What was the toughest kind of player to defend? A one-on-one guy or a constant movement type of player?
I've always will say that it's harder to guard movement. You know, as a defender, you drill a lot about guarding the basketball. But when a guy is great without it, man, that is the hardest job you can have defensively.
Free throw good, Maravich.
And Maravich, the skill set, how savvy he is, and then the showmanship that he brings to the table. I don't know that we've ever had a guy more creative at the game of basketball.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Robinson's checked in for Elijah, and Mullins subbed in for Tim Duncan. Shoots. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Let's go. They get it back. Robinson. Nice D from Russell. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line. Baylor with the steal. Ball right side. Shoots over Maravich. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish. Continues to do so. What a dime.
And here is McGrady. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
For Miami, they've gone an abysmal 0 of 6 from the field since the second quarter began. Passes it to Mullen. For the three. And there's Tracy McGrady, the assist by Mullen.
Tracy McGrady.
McGrady's got 5 points so far.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside?
Here's Paul. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
That's as sweet as you're going to get it. Fluid motion, great lift, rolls right off the fingertips.
Now, here is McGrady. His last outing, he had 8 points.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
A matchup that only happens twice a year. These interconference battles can be a lot of fun.
Yeah, this one will be for sure. Interconference matchups are always pretty fascinating just because of timing on scouting and how often you watch teams like this affect some of the unpredictability of the East-West battle.
Curry against Billups. Back to Wade from downtown. Doesn't go that time. And the Spurs going the other way now. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. They've packed their bags for a long one, as that'll be the first of 7 straight on the road. James against Havlicek. Clock at 6. James, no good. Miami's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Mullen's shot is off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Jordan.
Oh! You won't find a much more entertaining sight. I'd call that slam dunk contest level.
And they're bringing you up close and personal in the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Mullen. Havlicek outside. Over Chamberlain. Chamberlain with the block.
San Antonio foul.
Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard. Show you the teams that have shot the lights out during the last month. Number 1, the Spurs.
Well, over the last month, they've started to hit a high percentage of shots, and I think it's due primarily to great shot selection.
Yeah, and Robinson is a franchise-defining talent, a chiseled, powerful center, a remarkable leader.
Duncan, he's checked in for Mullen. On its way from Curry for 2. It's hauled in by the Heat. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Havlicek. That one wide left. San Antonio trailing here. Outside Curry. From deep. Robinson pulls it in. 58 seconds left here in the second. James against Havlicek. To the inside. Duncan. San Antonio with the rebound. James looking it over. Stolen by Havlicek. And it's Wade in the corner. Back to Havlicek. Over Abdul-Jabbar. The offensive rebound. Robinson. And the layup's good off the glass.
David Robinson.
And the Heat lead by 4.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
To the middle. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
But here's the problem. No one's got the strength to move Wilt off his spot, and no one has the height to challenge the shot at its point of release.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle up. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our... It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. At one point, they were ahead by 8 points. The second quarter saw them lose just a fraction. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And Miami shooting a ghastly 26% from the field. Their offensive game looking completely out of whack. Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. We've got Chauncey Billups. Duncan is out there with Havlicek. Then it's Olajuwon. And it's Wade in at shooting guard.
It's terrific basketball from Wade there to thread the pass to the wide open man for the clean look.
Abdul-Jabbar passes to Chamberlain. The drive by Jordan. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Wade dishes to Olajuwon. Shot clock at 5. Havlicek with it. And Abdul-Jabbar picks him up defensively. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Billups against Robertson. Releases. Hits the front of the rim and out. Spurs trail by 3. On the wing, James. Duncan with the block.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Billups passes to Duncan. Oh, and the jam by Duncan.
And Timmy's still able to get up and over the rim, throwing that one in.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Miami leading by 5. And there's the pass to Havlicek. The basket good off the assist from Billups. Billups has got 3 assists now in this one. The Spurs have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. San Antonio calls timeout.
It's time for T-shirts.
And the Heat with some changes. Rice is checked in, and Tracy McGrady subbed in for Dwayne Wade. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Paul outside. Back to Bryant. Three-pointer. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Maravich kicks to McGrady. Shoots it up. And he overshot that one, missing. Spurs trail by 8. Outside Baylor. Inside. It's tipped. And he recovers it. And he gets the bucket. And it's the Heat with the ball. They can look forward to the Rockets arena after this matchup to take on Houston. That'll be just the second of 7 away from home. Here's McGrady. And it's sent back by Russell.
And guys, this is where instincts come into play. So much you have to read defensively. Russell not fooled at all. And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Kobe against McGrady. There's the triple. And it's Durant with the rebound.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Yeah, love seeing Bryant just get up and go for it. His leaping ability never ceases to impress.
And the first time out of the game called for the Heat.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
And Miami making a change here. Robinson's checked in. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Maravich the pass to Duncan. Dishes it to McGrady. And it's off from three-point range.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team, just fighting tonight.
And Duncan gets double-teamed. And here's Maravich from the arc. Drills it from outside.
Pete Maravich.
Maravich has got 7 points.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
McGrady outside. To the paint, Robinson. The slam dunk by Robinson.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has. Easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
Outside Baylor. Pass to Paul. Shoots over Maravich. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. Paul's got 4 points this quarter. Maravich with it. He's picked up by Paul. Here's Duncan. And it's Russell with the rebound. Russell's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Back to Durant. Spurs passing it around. Russell finds Bryant. No good from outside. The Heat leading by 3. On the wing, Maravich. Defended by Paul. And there it is for him. He's got 9.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
KD looking around. Paul left side. Takes a 3. Misses. And we've reached the end of the third. Heat lead by 5. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So with Durant sitting on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. LeBron James is out there with Chamberlain. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Pippen in at the 3. Duncan trying to break loose. Count it. Wade's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, Dwayne Wade has taken thousands of shots where he's been challenged, and he's made them just like that.
Outside Pippen. Jordan, the pass to LeBron. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Havlicek, the pass to Duncan. He feeds it to Billups. It's hauled in by Pippen.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Well, Steph Curry, one of the greatest shooters in the history of the NBA, but also a very gifted passer, great at finding his teammates.
Wade outside. And it's Wade with the jam.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Here's Jordan. No good there off the double clutch. The Heat leading by 3. Billups with the ball. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And how about the size Billups has at that point guard spot? Even when he gets hit, he's got the strength to play through the contact.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Your Spurs squad.
And the Spurs with some changes. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Pippen, and it's Robertson in for Curry. Olajuwon's checked in for Miami. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. We're on the clock. James way outside. Oh, they get it back. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Into the lane. And that one's good from Havlicek.
I don't think this is a conditioning issue, but they look like they've lost their legs here in the second half.
Robertson passes to Jordan. LeBron outside. Passes to Jordan. Over Wade. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Dwayne Wade.
That's on Dwayne Wade.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better, mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance.
Back to Billups, launches it, and again, Miami with the triple.
Not a single point in the first quarter, but he's found his game, and you can tell he's got a bit of his swagger back.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. LeBron passes to Chamberlain. Misses in close. The Heat leading by 6. Outside, Billups. Offensive rebound, Robinson. Some solid defense from Chamberlain. Spurs have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. James outside. And LeBron throws it down.
Wow, and there's a reason LeBron has the ball in his hands. So capable in those moments.
And the Heat call time here.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Tim Duncan.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. They've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
Duncan, he's checked in for the Heat. Sinks the three-pointer.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Knocked loose. LeBron passes to Jordan. Floats it up for James. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Miami.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
And it's a feel-good night from behind the three-point line, racking up a ton of threes. And the team struggling to come back. He really wanted all of those free throws.
Billups kicks to Havlicek. Pass to Wade. Off target with his 3. Spurs trailed by 6. 1:21 left to play here in the 4th. Here's Robertson driving in. And what a play! Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Billups against Jordan. For 3. Billups, no good.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Stolen by Havlicek. And here comes Billups leading the fast break. It's good.
They're in total command of this game. The time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 8. 44 seconds left in the 4th quarter. .44 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Chamberlain, and it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that attention defensively, leaving guys wide open.
Michael Jordan. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Miami. 6-point lead. Billups double team. With the floater, and Duncan with the basket on the assist by Billups.
Well, once Duncan gets the ball, the defense trying to be physical, but Timmy's seen that, once, twice, maybe 6,000 times before. Future Hall of Famer still getting it done.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And 3 from Jordan. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Duncan.
San Antonio ball. Heat substitution.
There's 18 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Open for 3. No good there. Billups against Durant. Now Billups. And so it's Miami winning this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion
game, but life is good. Life is good for sure.
Any critique of yourself in the video game? Anything we could do better?
I just wish my jumper was a little more consistent, but maybe I got to show something in the season. We'll see, though. But maybe on this one, we can get my jumper a little better.
All right.
We'll see.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
One of the most iconic struck, and for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You take a look at New York, they're hanging in there at that same fifth spot and hoping to climb higher.
You know, for the Spurs, they've claimed the top spot because they've earned it. Some critics have said they're playing way above their heads, but I think we're just learning how great this team is.
And here's the starting group for the New York Knicks and for the Spurs. And these two teams both very strong on the glass, Smitty. With the small ball in the league today, that can be a significant advantage.
You don't always have to have 7-footers to rebound well, B.A. You remember a guy like Dennis Rodman? He only stood 6'7". Some of the greatest board men in the league history have been average NBA height.
And so off the tip, it is New York. Pass to Bird. Back to Johnson. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Jordan misses. Here's Johnson. Pass to Bird. Doesn't go for him. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. They beat the Knicks during their last encounter in New York.
Well, in this last matchup, they captured the win in large part because their backups provided a lot of the scoring punch.
It's not unusual these days. Teams are more than willing to go deep into that bench to find answers for certain matchups.
Here's Johnson, following the bucket by the Spurs. Puts it up from 12, and it's Bird missing.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
Misses off the left iron.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Here's Johnson. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Here's James. The Knicks pull it in. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Johnson against James. Johnson with a bucket.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Now here's Jordan. Coming off a 12-point game. Out to the wing. Pass to Robertson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one's good.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's O'Neal. And it's Bird missing.
Despite the defensive presence, he challenges at the rim. Give him an A for effort.
James. It doesn't go for him. New York goes the other way with it. They come into this one having outplayed the Mavericks last time out.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
It was a terrific performance we got a chance to watch. They got into a nice rhythm and made smart adjustments along the way.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. Here's Robertson. Jordan inside, guarded by Payton. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Drops it in from 14 feet away.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. Their last game, a win against the Suns, looking to carry it into this one.
Hey, their activity on defense was terrific. It was just full effort at that end of the floor and a bunch of blocks to show for it.
This was their game plan going in. Make shooters uncomfortable by challenging every possible shot.
A line change here for San Antonio. Here's a three from Paul. Gets the three ball to go.
What focus on the range shot by Chris, not letting anything throw him off.
New York trailing. Pass to Camby. Here's West. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Here's Drexler.
2 minutes.
Here's West. Carter with it. Fires the three. Kevin Durant with a rebound. Paul with it from the arc. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Paul's got 6 points.
Beautiful ball movement from Kevin Durant. Easily finding his shooters that are ready to knock him down.
Ooh, poked away. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Russell.
Knicks ball.
And now a look at the teams who excelled at rebounding over the last month. In third, New York. Fifth on the list, San Antonio.
And both of these teams have been great at rebounding the ball over the last month, making sure they're doing whatever they can to get the boards off the miss.
Here's West. He's guarded by Paul. And the basket by West.
He picks the exact right moment to get himself a clear line to the basket.
Outside Paul. Here's Bryant. And rejected. And he's able to get it back. Pass to West. Oh, denied by Durant.
Beautiful defense from KD, a capable shot blocker both on ball and in help situations.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. And it's the Knicks with the ball. After the basket by San Antonio. West misses. The three ball. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Carter. He's off on that one. Excellent D there from Bryant. San Antonio has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Here's Baylor. It's deflected. Here's West. He's guarded by Paul. And there's the drive. West misses. Now Durant. Launches a three. The shot no good. And so the San Antonio Spurs closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. They're communicating well and Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
San Antonio's gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. So here are the 5 for New York as they start the second. Outside Paul, back to Bryant. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
Here's West. He's guarded by Paul. West misses. San Antonio leading. And there's Paul. That one's good on the assist by Bryant. Paul's got 8 points.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
And the Spurs shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. On the wing, Bryant, averaging around 6 a game. Outside Paul, 5 to shoot for 3. Durant knocks down the long J. Durant's got his first 3 points of the game.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Timeout called, the Knicks. Well, Smitty, the NBA has been adjusting the start times for games, trying to find the right balance. How does that impact players, you think?
I think for players, BA, they definitely notice the changes at first. But these players are resilient. They get used to it pretty quickly.
So both teams making some changes here. Pass to Ewing. Here's Bird. They get it back. O'Neal. And it's rejected. Johnson against Curry. From deep. That one is off. So New York will take it the other way now. 20 feet out. Chamberlain pulls it in.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
James against Johnson. Outside Curry. Here's James. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. James has got his second basket.
Such a clever facilitator. Steph Curry is fantastic at noticing when his teammates are uncovered.
The baseline J is on the way.
You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to James. Going inside. That one drops. 3 for 6 now.
I just love the ball movement.
The Knicks have gone 1 for 6 in the second quarter. Not great. And he's going for the oop here.
Smooth finish off a terrific feed.
Man, the timing and execution couldn't have been any better right there. San Antonio has gone 1 of 2 from downtown here in the second. Pass to Jordan. Back to James. Inside. Chamberlain gets the bucket. And the Spurs lead by 16.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Here's Ewing. Back to Johnson. Here's Bird. Drops in the 3. He's got 5.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
James, left side. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. The Knicks have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. To the middle. 11 feet out. Here's Ewing, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Oh, there's the alley. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. Now a timeout called by New York.
Looking now for some consistency. Just too many missed shots.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
Pass to Carter. Back to O'Neal. Carter inside. Check by James. Good work defensively by James. Here's Jordan. Second chance effort. Shots blocked. Payton against Paul. Payton attacking. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
.56 seconds left in the second period. Outside Paul. 6 to shoot. Jordan, the pass to James. And is blocked. And here's Payton. Pass to Bird. And Chris Paul clears it away. San Antonio's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal. New York has gone 1 of 2 from downtown here in the second. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Carter. Pass to Bird. Here's Cooper. Puts up a 3. That shot off. Outside Paul. He gets it up. Good! Without a second to spare.
Oh, you gotta have some real...
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back. It's San Antonio out on top at halftime. They are in control of this game, up by 18. Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
Credit these guys for coming in with the...
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Chris Paul having a dominant impact in this game.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters. This is who you want leading that play, a sure passer with great awareness.
And for the Knicks.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Here's Robertson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Here's Jordan. Got a hand on it. Here's O'Neal. Johnson passes to Payton. Pass to Bird. Lets the three fly. The Knicks keep it alive. San Antonio's gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line on this one. Paul. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Paul's got 10.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Here's Bird. And he drains the turnaround Jay.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. Looking at the modern game, Grant, what adjustments would you have to make in your game to thrive in the league today?
Well, I would have worked more on developing the three-point shot. Back in the 90s, it was more about the mid-range game, a la Michael Jordan. But these guys now, they live at the arc, and that's just not how we did it back in the day when I was playing.
So both teams changing it up here. Here's Robertson. Here's Bryant, plenty of space. The Spurs rebound. For 3, Durant. No luck on that one. The Knicks have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Johnson. And there's the rejection. And it's out of bounds to the Knicks. New York will retain possession. The Spurs making a switch here. Curry's checked in. Pass to West. Back to Johnson. Here's Eaton, covered by Bryant. Eaton can't hit.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
And the ball out of play. The Knicks will have it. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Historically, a few franchises have gobbled up most of the NBA championships. A significant number of teams have never won a title, though. However, we're in an interesting time. A lot of those franchises are looking for their first title. They're among the top teams now. And guys, they're hoping to get on the board.
Oh, yes. Very interesting, Allie. Thanks for that. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Durant, the pass to Bryant. Outside Curry. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Curry's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. It's Johnson with a drive. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
And in the 2021 Conference Finals, 3 out of the 4 teams were helmed by black head coaches. Many hoping that'll help create more opportunities moving forward, Grant.
No question. The NBA is #1 in embracing diversity in its league. Now, we still have a long way to go, but you have to be proud of the coaches who performed, as you said, in last year's conference finals, but also seeing the steps move in the right direction this summer with a lot of hires who are African-American head coaches. So, obviously, it's a results-driven business, but greater diversity is certainly welcome.
Pass to West. Launches it. The rebound by the Spurs.
I can see he's pressing a little now, trying desperately to help them shrink this deficit.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Marcus Camby. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good. Irving's checked in for San Antonio. And the Knicks making a change here. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. For New York, they've gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Pass to West. Here's Eaton. He's covered by Curry. And it's Stephen Curry with the rebound.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
And that one's good. Bryant.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect him to. He has to show real leadership out there and take this game into his own hands because he's shooting the ball well.
On the attack, Curry. It's tipped. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession. Chris Paul, he's checked in for Curry. And a switch here also for New York. O'Neal's checked in. We've got 1:23 left in the third. Nails it from three. Bryant's got 5 points in the quarter.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Looking now for some consistency. Just too many missed shots.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
Pass to West. Over Paul. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. 6 points for him.
Nice sequence off the inbound. Ball movement and player movement creating the good look.
Jordan, the pass to Paul. Back to Jordan. Here's Chamberlain. James, outside. Shot clock at 5. Here's Jordan. Here's Chamberlain. Pass to Jordan. Tries yet again. And he makes it. Jordan's got 6.
Jordan.
The Knicks have gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Here's Camby. And he lobs it up. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Now here's Paul. Pass to Jordan. Clock at 4. Here's Chamberlain. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket.
And attacking a somewhat helpless defense right now. Just a relentless effort.
He's trying to help his team shut the door. They don't want to allow it.
At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided.
Defensively, it's too easy down there.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Pass to Carter. Here's the 3. Drains the triple. Carter's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
After a brutal first half from the field, their shots are finally starting to fall.
And for New York. Blocked. Drives to the hoop, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
They've come into the second half with renewed focus at the offensive end, putting in a big effort.
It's blocked, and they'll keep possession. Yes, it's good. And the Spurs lead by 21.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Here's Cooper. Check by James. Cooper's shot is off. San Antonio's gotten 7 of 12 three-point attempts to fall. And the basket by Pippen.
Imagine how much bigger this lead might be if he were a little more selfish.
Now a timeout called by New York. And the NBA and its players taking an active role socially. Grant, talk about what you're seeing now and how it registers with you.
Well, you know, it's exciting, it's inspiring, it's patriotic. It's what America is, being able to exercise your voice and helping to form a more perfect union. So that's what it's all about, and I'm excited for the league and its players, and it's inspiring, like I said.
Out of bounds, it'll be Spurs ball.
And even losing big, you have to maintain composure if you want to avoid embarrassment.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. James, outside. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. Here's O'Neal. Outside Payton. Over Jordan. Payton, no good. The Spurs have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Pass to Russell. And here's Durant. Here's Robertson. Now here's Jordan from deep three-point range. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3. The Knicks have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Here's Bird. Check by James. Fades back. Bird, that's good.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
San Antonio shooting it at 52%. Pass to Jordan. Over Payton. And he wills that one in. Sinking it right through the back of the iron. Jordan's got 5 points now this quarter. The Knicks have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Here's Ewing. Here's O'Neal, guarded by Russell. That shot is good by O'Neal.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Here's Robertson, covered by Johnson. Durant for 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Pass to Ewing. From down in the low post, it goes.
Beautiful ball movement. Draw and kick. The defense can't catch up.
Here's Robertson, covered by Johnson.
2 minutes.
The 3, Durant. And the three-pointer goes.
You better start picking him up at half court. KD is that kind of shooter.
Outside Payton. Back to Johnson. Pass to Bird. The 3. Russell with the rebound. Russell's got rebound number 5 here tonight. James outside. Here's Jordan. Now Russell. Oh, got a piece of it. Blocked.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Spurs.
Seemed like the sheer volume of three-pointers today was the deciding factor.
And they'd hit one and then just dial it up again. And it worked.
And in the big picture, this marks their 43rd win of the year.
And they've had their fingerprints all over this series, winning 2 straight and looking like they have this team's number.
Pass to Ewing. .52 seconds left in the fourth. Here's O'Neal. Offensive rebound. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Here's Robertson, covered by Johnson. Pass to Jordan. Got a hand on it. Now here's Johnson. Here's O'Neal. Here's Peyton, and he lays it up and in.
One positive takeaway, at least they're finally showing signs of life out there.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Jordan with it. So we see the Spurs taking the W here. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play